Walk down a crowded alleyway in a developing city, and you immediately hit a wall. There are no polished service bays here, and zero formal infrastructure for mechanical repair. Instead, the landscape is defined by machines like this, a stubborn, aging scooter that outright refuses to fulfill its basic function of moving forward. Meet Bunty Battery. He has zero formal education in engineering, but he operates with a self-proclaimed 440-volt brain and a bottomless well of unearned confidence. When his scooter won't start despite having a full tank of gas, Bunty doesn't look for a mechanical flaw. He blames the scooter's attitude, loudly claiming it throws more tantrums than a Bollywood superstar. His friend Chintu acts as the voice of reason. He quickly points out the obvious pattern. Bunty's rigged machines constantly break down, leaving him stranded on the pavement. But calling a certified mechanic is an admission of defeat. Bunty opts for a completely rogue approach, tearing directly into the chassis with his bare hands to reach the wiring. When everyday people are locked out of professional repair networks, a vacuum forms. That void is rapidly filled by street-level innovators who bypass the rulebook entirely to achieve a rapid, improvised fix. This is the hack in action. It's the forceful splicing of disparate, uninsulated electrical lines, completely skipping the ignition switch to hotwire the system. Chintu immediately panics. He sees bare copper and zero safety parameters, knowing full well that a single misstep with live current can result in a fatal electric shock. Bunty brushes off the danger entirely. His worldview relies entirely on two volatile inputs working together: a heavy dose of raw luck and his own improvised hacking skills. Against all logical odds, the hack works. The engine catches, revs hard, and the scooter roars to life. This localized victory fuels Bunty's core thesis. He believes that prestigious engineering institutions only teach theoretical concepts from textbooks, leaving them completely out of touch with real-world problems. He views institutional theory as rigid and slow. In his mind, the gritty, hands-on reality of practical street mechanics is the only way to actually get the job done. For a few brief, deafening seconds, the engine idles perfectly. Uneducated ingenuity casts a powerful illusion, making it seem as though a quick street hack has completely outsmarted decades of established engineering. Then physics reasserts itself. Bunty hits the accelerator, and the machine violently surges forward, totally out of his control. The surge lasts only a moment. The engine chokes, the machine abruptly shuts down, and both riders are thrown hard onto the asphalt. To see exactly why this fails, look at this closed-loop electrical system diagram. Built-in regulators control the flow of electricity. Bunty's hot wire forced a direct connection, bypassing these safety regulators. An electrical overload was a mathematical certainty. The physical aftermath is brutal. Bruised and bleeding on the road, the severe danger of ignoring structural engineering becomes painfully obvious. Makeshift engineering is excellent at generating a localized spark, but it lacks the theoretical foundation required to safely sustain a complex system over time. Lying in the dirt, Chintu is in absolute shock. He has just collided with the harsh, rational limits of untested street science. Bunty, however, remains entirely unfazed. With total delusion, he waves off the catastrophic crash, declaring that it was merely a trailer for the full movie yet to come. This mindset is driven by an absolute refusal to accept limits. It is a highly volatile confidence that somehow survives even undeniable systemic failure. Formal engineering theory remains strictly non-negotiable if you want to achieve safety, reliability, and scale. You cannot build a modern grid on crossed wires and duct tape. But the raw, audacious drive to solve a problem with whatever is lying around shouldn't be entirely dismissed. Street science may never replace formal engineering, but its relentless spirit remains an essential part of human innovation.